Greetings everyone. We are presenting a video titled Premium IOL Within Reach, Free of Negative Dysphotopsia and No Glare Halos with Good Depth of Focus. Today, the cataract surgery is fast becoming a refractive surgery as patients want a crisp and clear distance, intermediate and near vision. So, what is an ideal premium PC IOL? A no negative dysphotopsia, halos, glare, excellent distance, intermediate, near vision and also cost effective. Well, the answer is Autofocus Pro, a make in India and world's best designed IOL which is a ringless and polyfocal progressive. Autofocus Pro looks like monofocal but works like multifocal. It is an aspheric polyfocal progressive lens without any diffractive rings. This IOL is static and fixed in the back and there is no mechanical pseudo accommodation. Yet, it functions like an autofocus lens, hence the name. Progressiveness of this IOL is clearly visible on NIDAC OPD scan like varifocal spectacle lenses. Designs and dimensions are as follows. This is a schematic diagram of autofocus progressive polyfocal optic which gives excellent DIN vision, that is distance, intermediate and near vision by GRIN technology, that is gradient refractive index. There is no loss of light energy because there are no diffractive rings, so there are no photons which are lost. This is the schematic optic, and as you can notice that even with different sizes of the pupil, the ratio of distribution of light remains the same. These two dialing holes are also position indicators to be kept in upper half of the eye. They also help to drain out any remaining retro IOL viscoelastic. Zigzag serrated outer edges of L-shaped haptics inspired from postal stamps borders gives a rock-solid rotational stability. Large and horizontally oval optic covers full visual field, hence there is no negative dysphotopsia, and 6 mm long zigzag haptics provide rock-solid rotational stability. This PC IOL is made from glistening-free acrylic copolymer in which 74% is hydrophobicity and 26% is hydrophilicity. Let's see few surgical videos of implantation of this IOL. As you can notice, there are two dialing holes and zigzag outer edge of the haptics. Zigzag outer edge of L-shaped haptic loops gives excellent rotational stability. Its optic and haptics loading and folding is very easy. It requires implantation through a 2.6 mm incision, which is quite easy and smooth. The insertion of leading haptic loop in the capsular bag as well as the trailing loop in the bag is easy. Then we rotate the lens, then we can actually feel the tactile resistance at the fornix, and we can also see the fornicial lens epithelial cells getting scraped out by the edge of the loop. We can see the debris coming out, which decreases the chances of PCO. The lens needs to be dialed in such a position that the two dialing holes come in the upper half of the eyeball, which is followed by hydro at the incision site. There is no rotation of the lens while viscoelastic removal anteriorly as well as while removing retro IOL viscoelastic removal by the bimanual irrigation aspiration phaco-cannula that remains stable when the IOL is nudged. At any size of pupil, light distribution proportion remains same, therefore it is pupil independent. Because of this, angle kappa or angle alpha are of no significance or importance, and it is clearly evident that there is no energy loss because there is no destructive interference or diffraction. In retroillumination mode, we can barely perceive the different zones of the Autofocus Pro IOL. This is the only ringless polyfocal progressive IOL having all the three zones in the central 1 mm of the optic. This is the typical post-op fogging over refraction versus distance visual acuity chart, and it is evident that from 1 diopter to -3.5, the vision almost remains the same. This nearly flat depth of focus chart on the minus side is suggestive and indicative that Autofocus Pro IOL behaves like a natural crystalline lens of a teenager after implantation. With this IOL, contrast sensitivity is as good as young adolescent. All the patients with clear cornea and healthy macula are fit for this IOL. Autofocus Pro IOL has a great modulation transfer factor of 70% as monofocal. Like a bullet train after binocular implantation, the average reading speed was more than 200 words per minute without any problem. With crisp and clear vision at all distances, without any negative or positive dysphotopsia, Autofocus Pro is also a presbyopia correcting IOL. Most of the near vision intensive vocations become spectacle free and able to read as clear and crisp as a teenager. There is no optical noise as seen in diffractive ringed IOL, hence there is almost no neuroadaptation to multifocality in this lens. In case of a monofocal IOL, only far vision is clear, whereas in case of Autofocus Pro IOL, the vision is simultaneously clear for near, intermediate and distance. Autofocus Pro IOL is the best choice for children as they need only monofocal spectacles for their myopia but no progressive spectacles requirement. In a study of over 500 cases, in most cases, best corrected visual acuity was 6/6 or better if macula was healthy. Near vision was unaided N6 at 12 to 14 inch and computer vision was excellent from 2 feet to 4 feet distance. Kitchen platform while standing, stair steps while going up or down and below or under furniture vision was seen as clear as a child. Easy needle threading in low light at after bilateral surgery was easily done. Almost there is no positive dysphotopsia, no glare, no halos, waxy vision and no photic phenomena, so it is an IOL of choice in night drivers also. In conclusion, Autofocus Pro is an ideal ringless and novel premium IOL with no negative dysphotopsia, halos, glare, progressive polyfocal pupillary independent PC IOL, correcting all types of vision and fit for night drivers with crisp and clear vision. These are my acknowledgements. Thank you so very much.